Who are these guides that you're talking to? Are they different than, like who are the angel guides and are they not people that have passed? Are they a different I don't know, species? I don't know how to
Hmm?
label them.
Look at you. Um, for me personally, when I do a reading, I just call them the big guns and the little guns too, because they all do the same work together. And for me, it can be master teachers, it could be archangels, it could be saints, it could be my Saint Bernard lady when I was a little kid. It could be my mean grandma that did the exorcism on me because she got her shit together in heaven. Urker, that's my mama's mama. And other times it's us in another lifetime, parallel to the lifetime we're living, that's coming back through multi dimensions to help us get our act together here so we don't
Mhm.
have to keep repeating the same lesson. It's always the soul. It's always the soul. So everybody has different guides. Sometimes beings that you would call extraterrestrial will come in. There's good ones and there's not good ones. They will come in. Trees will come into a reading. Pets will come into a reading. And parts of the planet Earth and other planets will come in certain readings as guides, teachers, and angels to guide you.
But when you say like archangels, are they not were they once human?
I don't know. I don't know my religion or my theology that way. I don't know if they were or not. There's some guides that come in that have never, 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 never been human, never will. There's some that were that will never have to do that again, not because they evolved, but because it's just not the path they're taking. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to the archangels or even I think the saints, some of them were human and then became saintized or ever how you say it, but they're all there, they're all available.
So we can choose a different path. Like we're all on this path because we chose it, and maybe these others didn't choose this path. I wonder what that is. Like, what is it?
You're so smart because one of the things that comes through in the prayer, and you made me realize this, I will ask for your pre-birth planning group, your council of elders, your primary principal guides and teachers to come in, and even your inner child, your subconscious. I call it all in into that divine light so that you can cross as many T's and dot as many I's as possible. So you leave feeling lighter and
Mhm,
happier, like hopeful. Hopium's not as good as knowing and believing and knowing.
mhm.
You're a knower and a believer. So reading for you is just like standing at the Niagara Falls and just trying not to get wet. And some people it's like a Dixie cup with spit in it. It's just like, oh my God. And they're like this, please, please tell me something good. Like, child, your butt is too big for me to read. So yeah, we have all kinds of goodies over there.
Yeah, I just wonder what like, when we decided to go down this path, which, and this is definitely something I believe because I've read so many, um, books about the afterlife that, um, there was even a pastor and he died, he died, he had a near death experience kind of a thing. And when he came back, he's like, "Oh shit, I've been wrong this whole time." like like everything I've been preaching is like not the way it is actually on the other side. It's completely different. And one thing that a lot of them have said is when you go over to the other side, it's just pure love. Like there's no judgment whatsoever. It's just love. And the thing they ask is, "So what did you learn?" And it's not what did you learn like in a judgment way, like, "What did you learn?" Learn your
Mm-mm.
lesson, right? But it's like just curiosity. So, like, did you have the experience you were hoping for that you went into that life wanting? Like so clearly you made the choice to go into that life. And then the people when you come back out of that life are just wondering, well, did you get out of it what you were hoping and expecting? And that's kind of the questioning. It's not like, what did you learn? What happened? And so clearly, if you're coming out of the life and they're asking, so is it what everything you thought it would be? I mean, clearly you made that decision and there was other choices you could have made. like not to go into that life and instead do something else, I guess. I don't know what that something else is, but I'm curious to find out.
Yeah, listen, I, when they most of the time when they come back from a near death experience, they don't want to come back
Right. Yeah,
because
and actually that's what a lot of them say is that when they're over there, they're like, "Please don't make me go back."
yeah, mine my first big one was when I was driving my aunt's car around the block to pick up some kids I was babysitting for when I was 20, and I was T-boned at 60 miles an hour by somebody in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, and so I was out. I was gone. I was in the floorboard on the passenger side. And long giant story short, I was up in the light, and I this was me then at 20 years old. I hated my father. I hated him. I hated my stepfather. And my dad was a sadist. My stepfather was just, and my grandma, my mom's mom, the mean one. I hated them so badly. When I was up, I got it. I understood it. It was a knowing. I picked it. I went back to the time when I picked it before I became the little baby and came into the earth plane. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And I rode high on that for a year. Then I went back to my old bitchy ways, right? But it's you get to repick it when you come back. Sometimes we have the wake up call because it changes the entire trajectory of our lives. I was in an abusive relationship, working in a textile mill, having to babysit for food for lunch and gas.
Mm.
And it was hard. It was dead end. It was bad. And then when I had that experience and came back, I was like, I'm supposed to be over there doing this, this, and this. And within 2 months, I moved and started my whole new life doing this for a living.
Mhm.
So sometimes when you come back, you'll take that momentum and you'll run with it and you'll play with it. It's meant to be had fun with.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a good lesson for all of us. I'm sure every single one of us right now, I know I do, and I'm sure everybody watching has something going on in their life, where you just feel like, "Ugh, why, why is this happening?" Or, why is it like, for me, I just feel like I was born to help. And I'm saying this in a negative way, not in a good way. Like not like I was born to help like people understand things like on my show and stuff, but no, just in my life, I feel like I am the person that in my family helps everybody. I'm the one that like with the burden of help. It's not like, oh, I'm just like a helpful person. It's that I'm burdened with the help. I'm the one who has to do all the helping and do all the hard work for everybody in my life. And I just feel like, what in the world? But I think it's helpful to remember that I must have chosen this. I must have decided, well, in this next life, I'm going to learn to, be really helpful for whatever reason. And that's what I'm learning. And so it's better to go into it with that attitude of I'm learning something. This is something I'm learning and something I needed to learn rather than feeling burdened by it. Because it's easy to feel burdened by it,
It's
whatever it
easy.
is in your life.
Yeah. Whoever's on the receiving end of things like that, attitudes and emotions play big in it feeling like a burden or not. Because
Yeah.
remember, we're wired to give, and some people are wired to take, not receive,
Yeah.
take.
But I am wired to give more. And it's to the point where everybody in my life has said, tone that down. Like even when I was a kid, and I remember my mom or dad would give me money and they'd have to tell me as a kid, now don't go giving this away. They'd be like, don't give this money away. You go spend this. I'm giving this to you so that you spend it on you. But inevitably I would go and give it to somebody else that I thought wanted it more and needed it more or whatever. And I kind of give like my time and energy and to where sometimes I stop thinking about myself entirely. And sometimes it's really burdensome. And I'm sharing this because I think everybody's got something like this in their life. Mine manifests differently, but everybody's got something where they're like, this is just why am I the one who does this thing, whatever that thing is for everybody in your life, right?
And just
And
and for your audience's sake, when we find ourselves asking that question, keep asking that question until you get an answer. And the answer, some people won't like it. Some people will go, oh, and that's the awareness tipping point. That's what butt-free living is. So why do I do this? And what do I get from it? Just keep asking, what is the lesson? What is the gift? What is the lesson? What is the gift? I'm telling you, it's going to be like, oh,
okay, what is the lesson? What is the gift? What is the
yes,
lesson? What is the gift? It's a good practice, I think, for all of us. Because like I said, I think everybody has that thought and feeling. Every friend I know when I listen to them, it's the same, which is why me, why am I the one in my family? Or why am I the one with my friends? Or why am I the one in my relationship? Or why am I the one, right? Doing whatever this XYZ thing burdensome thing is. And
yep,
so and it's different for everybody, but everybody's got it. And so I think and it could be even just like, why am I the one who's always alone and sad and lonely? Or why am I always the one who's, the person who has to listens to everybody's problems? Or why am I always the one left out? Or it's kind of like the always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Like, why? Why me?
yep,
What is the lesson? What is the gift?
yes.
That's great.
You
Okay.
could write a whole book on that. Just a short little book of what is the lesson, what is the gift from this. Can you imagine how many millions of people you will help themselves first and then others second?
Well, I think you have your next book on your hands, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
What happens when two givers get together? They never get to eat.
Right. We're both going to starve
I
because
know.
neither one of us is writing this book because we think the other person should write. You should write that book.
That is so funny. I'm writing a book right now. Yeah, yeah.
But you could add this one in. Just
Okay,
add it in. I don't think there's a problem there. Eddie,
okay.
you are so great. Thank you so much for being on the show today. I know this was for the audience, this is different, but I think it's much needed. I know that uh, that my audience in particular, I think I attract people that like this type of topic because I like this type of topic. And I always get really good response whenever I kind of veer away from the typical, because every day is like politics, politics, politics. And whenever I veer away and I go into this kind of more spiritual space,
Yes.
um, people love it. So I am so glad to have you here. And I can personally say Eddie is a fantastic psychic medium. Not cheap, but you get what you pay for. So people should know that right up front
Oh,
before they
that's
contact you. But that's okay.
that just cracks me up. I love you. I love you so much right now for that.
But you really do get what you pay for. So,
Oh,
I mean, are people able to book you for readings to connect
yeah,
with loved ones or to find out about their own selves and stuff? They can do that, right? Okay.
absolutely. And
So where do they go for that?
just eddieconnor.com.
Okay, so we do have that link down below. So people can book you for readings. You also have books that you've written, and you're writing this new one. I hear about this lessons and and gifts. That's your next book that's going to be coming out soon, and we'll wait for that with bated breath. But
Okay.
you can get the "Fixing the Big Butt Syndrome" book, right? And that's also available on your website. And I think this is really a good gift to give people. This
Oh,
is like a really good gift because so everybody's got the big butt.
you know what?
Everybody needs to go on a butt diet, right?
Yes, and you know what's funny? It is a good gift because you can give it to the people who butt themselves the most and want you to get rid of their butts for them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Then
Exactly.
they can
So
read the book and then come back and like, now I'll talk to you.
yeah, stop saying but. You're going to say, and I would like this, and I would like
Yes.
that. I would like a new job, and I would like this. I would like that. I would like this, right? All of those wonderful things. So, Eddie Connor, the link to your website is down below. Thank you again for this wonderful
Thank you.
conversation. Just such a pleasure.
Thank you. It's fun.
Thank you for watching this clip from the full Kim Iverson Show, which you can catch Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern at KimIversonShow.com. It is free for you to watch. Again, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, KimIversonShow.com. See you there.